Hello, listener. This is producer Jeffrey. Step into my time machine. Long ago, beginning in the ancient past of 2009, we made a show called Our Fair City. Now, Our Fair City is a sprawling epic story set in the dystopian future of Hartford, Connecticut. A climate disaster made the world outside a frozen wasteland. What remains of humanity lives inside in a largely subterranean city governed by the remains of an insurance company. Now, Our Fair City is darkly funny. You'll meet mad scientists, lightning riggers, the woken dead, giant ants, time travelers, and mole people. We are currently re-releasing Our Fair City weekly, so this is a great time to join us for a romp through the tunnels of Heartlife. After today's episode, we'll be sharing a trailer for the show. I hope you'll check it out, and I would love you to join us in our listen of Our Fair City, found wherever you're listening to this podcast right now.
Hello, Eleanor here, and I am here to talk about the wonderful new fiction podcast, 2000 and Late. 2000 and Late is a new fiction podcast from the creator of The Bright Sessions. It is a dark comedy that grapples with the havoc of our current moment and tries to find the hope inside of it. The show follows Harper, a 36-year-old nihilist whose life is upended when she's possessed by a demon hell-bent on bringing about the apocalypse. But Harper doesn't want to end the world, and the demon gives her more power than she's ever had in a very long time, so yeah. I'm loving this show. It's sharp and funny, and it's a cathartic release from the anger and impotence I often feel about the dumpster fire of a world we are all living in these days. It's unapologetically angry, surprisingly tender, and deeply entertaining. I think that 2000 and Late is ideal for fans of Fleabag or Killing Eve, Jennifer's Body, Yellow Jackets, Venom. So yeah, let's go create some havoc. Oh, and also, Jeffrey worked on this. Jeffrey is the sound designer, and that's also really cool. So please go check out 2000 and Late wherever you listen to podcasts.
What makes a building hut-like?
I mean, they're squat buildings with big central rooms and very wide roofs. But not very tall, just wide.
But are those like the defining characteristics of a hut?
Look, you asked me what they looked like, and that's really the only way I can describe them.
Like a hut?
Yep. Hut, hut, hike.
Ew.
Cue the intro.
Someone on the radio said something about the sun going out forever in a month or so. But we all knew the end was near, nothing to be done from here. So I shake my head and off to bed I go.
Sports thing?
Sports thing.
Nailed it. Hi, and welcome to World Gone Wrong, where two friends discuss the definitive features of architecture, sports balls, and give you the deep dish on the weird things happening to us all right now. I'm Malik.
And this is Jamie. This is what I sound like.
And today we've got kind of a weird one. But first, this just popped in my head. Why do they say that?
Say what?
Hut, hut, hike. That's a baseball?
Football.
Football, but not soccer.
Correct.
Thing. But why? Like, what does it mean?
I don't actually know.
Oh, if only there was some way to look it up. Some vast incorporeal bastion of all the world's knowledge, which could be called upon and distributed as needed by feeble humans and their tiny meat minds.
Okay, I will clickety-clack it.
And while you do that, dear listener, how you doing? Are you enjoying our weird little show? I hope so. If you love what we're doing here and you'd like us to keep making more of it, please consider supporting the show. For $5 a month, you can be a member. Members get an ad-free version of the show, all that and more over at audaciousmachinecreative.com. Or you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts if you use that app. And that is how we vamp. Jamie, any answers?
Okay. It says here, so Hike was introduced by John Heisman of Heisman Trophy fame. You do know what the Heisman Trophy is, yeah?
Let's pretend I do.
So it has something to do with when the quarterback
I know what that is.
wanted to tell the center.
The really tall one?
That's basketball. The center is the one who like throws the ball between his legs.
Oh, butt guy. Got it. Go on.
Nailed it. So when the quarterback wants butt guy to give him the ball, they use silent signals or touches. But because that could get messed up, Heisman started having the quarterback yell hike instead.
Okay, but what about hut?
It says because lots of football players in the 1950s were veterans from World War II and were used to the word from the Army. Here's a fun fact. The reason hut is used in the Army goes back to words used to herd animals, like hep or yip.
So what you're saying is sports all boils down to sheep herding?
I prefer to imagine llamas.
Okay, I would definitely watch football if there were llamas. Like if football was just two herders trying to get all their llamas to one end of the field or the other. Yip, 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 yip. Come on, llama.
Yip, 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 yip. Anyway, this has been Sports Corner with Jamie.
And now you know, legally distinct jingle.
Malik, why don't you tell everyone what we were discussing as we started recording?
Well, dear listeners, today we are going to be talking about Eldritch architecture and the mysteries which dwell within.
Eldritch architecture, a poet. Specifically, we're going to be discussing the sudden appearance of previously non-existent buildings and why they all seem to be linked by the fact that they are A, restaurants, and B, dedicated to a food no one has ever heard of before.
To begin, exterior, morning in the city. We find our hero, Malik, a mild-mannered but charismatic artist with big dreams and a day job. We see him exit his apartment building and make his way toward the Red Line to begin an 8-hour shift of service with a smile. But wait! He stops and stares. Zoom in on an expression of horror and surprise. Others nearby turn and are likewise entranced and frightened by what they see. We pan up from the street to reveal a new building made of old brickwork and Art Deco styling, which hadn't been there the day before. Malik's wide, sexy eyes reflect the glow of a neon sign turning on to read, "Open." End of scene.
I know I say this a lot, but that was incredible.
The full screenplay of Malik and the Enigma of Edifices is available upon request. But yeah, that was my first experience with seeing one of these new buildings, except with less swearing. And I couldn't really stop because I was late for work. How about you?
I mean, I didn't actually see one until I started getting those pictures you sent me.
Yes, spoiler alert, folks. That was not the only new building I found on my way to work. There were several.
I didn't see any until after I'd researched the whole phenomenon. Malik's text sent me down a Reddit rabbit hole where people were already sharing photos and theories, including the most ominous ones of all, the huts.
I haven't seen any around here, and I found like dozens. Not quite, but almost. Literally dozens of these buildings without even going out of my way.
Oh, trust me, you'd know if you'd seen a hut, which, incidentally, is the only one of these mystery buildings we have here. There's one on the edge of town right next to the highway.
But Jamie, what makes these things huts?
And that's where we started. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Like, Malik, when I say hut, what do you think of?
Like a one-room medieval building with a thatched roof?
And the thatched roof cottages. And the thatched roof cottages. Really? Nothing.
Anyway.
Oh, come on. You make song references I don't get all the time. But yes, when I think hut, I think thatched roof cottages.
Please spare us.
I want to do it one more time, but I won't. And these mystery huts, they're big and made of brick, and they have large, distinctive A-frame style roofs, but no one can come up with a better description for them other than huts.
Fortunately, you have a master degree confirmation pending and future doctor dissertation pending of poetry as your co-host.
Okay, go ahead. How would you describe this?
Okay. It's a structure of...
Oh my God, Malik, stop.
No, I can do this.
Malik, no, your nose is bleeding.
What? Oh shit, I'm sorry. Let me get a tissue.
Did trying to describe the mystery hut make you burst a blood vessel?
No, it's just dry in here is all.
Okay, rule for the rest of the episode, they're huts. End of story.
I can agree to that. So, did you go inside the hut?
No, I didn't go inside the hut. Why would I go inside the hut?
For science.
Oh, I'm not that dedicated to science.
I went inside.
You what?
Not a hut, to clarify, but I went inside that mystery building by my apartment, the Art Deco one.
Why would you do that? Do you want to be Feynapped again?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds like a bad idea.
We really need to work on your self-preservation instincts.
Anyway, there were people in there. Workers. I could see them through the window.
Ooh, what were they doing?
As it turns out, not a lot. None of them knew what they were supposed to be doing. I mean, it was obviously a restaurant of some kind dedicated to the mystery food, but none of them could tell me what it was or how to make it. They didn't even remember how they got the job or how they knew to come into work.
They just showed up at a building none of them had ever seen before and went inside with the expectation to be paid.
After putting on the branded uniforms they found in their closets, yes.
Branded? As in like...
Listener, you can't see it, but Jamie just did a thrusting motion to accompany her sizzling sound.
Okay, yes, sorry. Like cattle branded?
No, like, hey, your identity is now your brand because everything is a product under late-stage capitalism.
So, in addition to spontaneous architecture, we have spontaneous marketing.
If you think that's bad, I've buried the lead.
Okay, what do you mean?
The mystery food, the one this and all the other buildings are dedicated to serving, we found it on the menu at my restaurant.
What the?
More after the break. Zook!
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, John the Talking Badger, Bing Bong, and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
Okay, so listeners, I'm recording this during the ad break just to say that we had to take a quick 10 for Malik to get some ibuprofen. Trying to describe the hut not only gave him a nosebleed, but also a migraine. So, safety warning from us here at World Gone Wrong. Don't try to come up with words other than hut for the huts. Avoid the huts.
Okay, Jamie, you are not going to believe this.
Believe what?
So you know that epic cliffhanger we left our listeners on before the break?
Yes.
Could you recap it just in case people are skipping around on their phone?
Oh, right. You mean the epic cliffhanger that your overpriced for the Suburban Tourist restaurant had the Enigma dish on its menu?
Enigma dish. Nicely done.
Thank you. I didn't want to keep saying food over and over again.
Well, you'll never guess what Riley just found in the freezer.
No, Malik!
Jamie, why don't you describe what I'm holding up to the camera?
Malik, what are you doing? Put it down.
It's fine. It's just a cryptid confection that some unknowable force has placed in our freezer.
Oh, stop touching it.
I will, as soon as you describe it.
It's round, a circle, and flat, wrapped in plastic.
And?
There's some sort of pie on it, like a chicken pot pie, but covered in cheese. Oh, maybe tomatoes?
I think it's a sauce or a salsa.
And there's meat on it, like little meatballs. So like a spaghetti circle, but with cheese instead of noodles.
Ready to be baked in an oven preheated to 400 degrees for 13 to 15 minutes or until crust is golden brown.
You aren't actually gonna...
It says do not thaw before cooking.
Malik!
It's just food. It even has a list of ingredients as required by the FDA. Nothing looks wrong with the spaghetti circle.
Is that what we're calling it?
I kind of like it. It's descriptive and alliterative. Spaghetti circle. Anyway, it's wrapped in a good old-fashioned disposable plastic, which in the US of A means it must be safe.
Ask Riley if they think it's safe to eat.
It was their idea. One sec.
See? This is what happens when I'm not there. The two of you you feed off of each other.
Okay, back. Riley will get that going, and we'll have a savory pie for dinner.
Maybe we should get back to asking what all of this means.
Right. So we have buildings, restaurants, workplaces with branding, and amnesiac workforces appearing out of nowhere, menus which haven't changed since Obama, updating themselves, and personal frozen dinners delivered straight to our freezer. All orbiting around these spaghetti circles.
I'm having a very hard time wrapping my brain around this.
Why? It isn't any weirder than any of the other weird things that's been happening.
Yeah, but also no. Like werewolves. That's a well-known mythological creature. It has a lore. It has a history. Aliens and the Fae, same deal. Thrun is a weird time anomaly that affects the whole world. Those are big. But all of reality changing to accommodate a cheese bread pie right down to manifesting one in our freezer. It makes no sense. Why do that?
Okay. Theory 1. You and I are secretly very important to the universe.
Which is why I'm back living with my dad and you had to sublet my room.
There are no bad ideas in brainstorm sessions. Your turn.
I don't know. Maybe it has to do with aliens, like a squirrel trap.
I'm sorry, city boy here. What is a squirrel trap?
It's basically a cage you trap a squirrel in. You put peanut butter on the inside and then lure the squirrel in, but once they go in, they can't get out.
And then it kills them?
And then you drive the squirrel to the woods, far away from your house.
Okay, so the squirrel lives.
As long as you ignore what happens to the squirrel.
Why? What happens?
It lives happily ever after with all its little squirrel friends.
Aw, I knew it. Okay, so you're saying the aliens put spaghetti circle buildings around to lure in curious humans.
I mean, it makes sense. They already know so much about us. They know what foods we like. The fact that these are basically just cheese and bread and sauce with some meat thrown on for good measure probably isn't a coincidence.
But why our freezer?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. What if it's a manifestation of the collective grandmother unconscious?
The what?
Dunno, just made it up. Give me a sec. Okay, so there's the idea of the collective unconscious, right?
Yes, that I'm familiar with.
What if there's one that's just for grandmas? Or maybe out there is a being who is the manifestation of all grandmas, like the platonic idea of a Grammy. And from it, all grandmotherly thoughts flow.
How does this result in the spontaneous creation of food in our freezer?
She wants us to eat.
I hate that makes the most sense.
Right?
Okay, but all right, what if we look at this scientifically?
Oh, so now you're willing to be scientific. But when I suggest going inside the hut of the unknown...
Correct. What do we actually know? What are the facts?
Well, we know what it's made of. We know it's a circle. We know it... Ooh, it smells really good.
What else?
It is a bringer of huts.
But not always. Sometimes it's just an item on a menu or an object in a freezer. So it's not about the buildings themselves. It's about the spaghetti circles.
You know, maybe calling them spaghetti circles isn't far off. Now that I think about it, a lot of new buildings, they had kind of Italian-sounding names, like Big Tony's and Linguini's. The one I went into, our deco place, it was called the Pizzeria, with the Leaning Tower of Pisa as its logo.
So it's a pasta?
Technically, pasta dough is its own thing, different than just bread. You use a different type of flour and mix it with eggs, and actually the shaping of the noodles is part of what makes it pasta.
Wow.
I work in a restaurant. I know food.
So not pasta, but definitely Italian.
Definitely. Which, that would make the collective grandma an Italian grandma.
But it's not just in Italy. It's not just here in the States. These places are all over the world. So what if they've always been there?
And just invisible?
Or maybe we forgot about them.
Everyone in the world forgot what spaghetti circles are?
And all the buildings associated with them. I mean, these places, Big Tony's, the Huts, Pizzeria, they have names, styles, marketing. If the universe manifested them, it also manifested government-approved trademarks.
But why, though? Why would everyone forget about just this one food and not, like, anything else?
I mean, how would we know if we'd forgotten anything else?
Well, personally, I prefer to believe that there is a great-grandmother in the sky who loves us and wants us to eat more forever and ever. Amen. Oh, sorry. Hold on again. Okay, back and ready to engage in science.
Malik, come on. I'm begging you. Do not eat that.
Look, what harm will it do? If your theory is right, we've been eating spaghetti circles all along and just don't remember it. And if my theory is right, look at me. I'm just skin and bones. What do they feed you out there? A growing boy needs to eat.
You are so not going to survive the apocalypse. Well.
Okay, you're You're going to think I'm crazy,
Already do.
but it kind of makes me crave. Oh, sorry. Wrong type. Pineapple?
The spaghetti circles are evil. Case closed.
No, really, though.
Listeners, World Gone Wrong does not promote, endorse, or recommend the consumption of what we are calling spaghetti circles. Maybe we should end the episode here, like before there are any side effects.
Good idea. Leave it on a cliffhanger. Tune in next time to see if I survive.
Okay, so from me, Jamie.
And I'm Malik.
We just want to say we know things are getting weirder every day, but we hope you remain baseline and wish you all a better tomorrow.
This is really good.
And even when it's ashes, there'll be part of me that wishes we could stay.
Jamie and Malik are played by Hilary Williams and Michael Turrentine.
This episode was written by J. Gregory Moran.
Directed and edited by Jeffrey Nils Gardner.
Our show art is by Carly Fairbanks.
And our bangin' theme song is Falling in Love at the End of the World by Olivia and the Lovers.
World Gone Wrong is produced and created by Jeffrey Nils Gardner and Eleanor Hyde.
This is a production of Audacious Machine Creative.
In this place, once known as Hartford, Connecticut, the wind doesn't howl. It screams. That screaming wind careens maliciously across the vast tundra until it breaks against the side of a monolithic structure. The Heart Life Tower, former home of the Heart Life Insurance Company. Dear listener, these are the true dramatizations of our fair city's glorious history. You will meet the brave bureaucrats that keep us safe and orderly.
Sorry for the confusion. MURDER is actually an acronym for our department. An unfortunate coincidence.
The abominable mole people who dig the tunnels that keep us warm.
They don't exist. There's no such thing as ant people. Mole people.
And the most dangerous villains of all. Scientists.
I swear, I'd forget my head if it wasn't sewn on.
To say nothing of lightning riggers, time travelers, and simple interns, every policy has a story to tell. Join us, dear listener, for the tale of our fair city, wherever you listen to podcasts. And remember, you owe everything to Heart Life. All the life you'll ever need.
Wherever you go, whatever they get into, from chill time to everyday adventures, protect your dog from parasites with Credelio Quattro. For full safety information, side effects, and warnings, visit CredeliaQuattroLabel.com. Consult your vet or call 1-888-545-5973. Ask your vet for Credelio Quattro and visit QuattroDog.com.